we picked up a very interesting topic. Lead when you can dance. In a ballroom, you have a leader and who teaches you how to take steps and dance in any ballroom. Real estate is no different. You need to understand about laws and regulations that govern our business. You have to have a knowledge and skills. You have to have a real estate market and forecasting about negotiating skills and communication, and also understanding consumer behavior and how you negotiate, and command and control your conversation with your client, and also defining the expectation and understanding the needs of your client, and building mutual trust to make sure that build a strong, trustworthy relationship that delivers, and lead the consumer to meet their needs and their expectation. Not only meet them, but exceed them. So this is why I picked up this. So first of all, as a real estate professional, what is the key point is understanding the code of ethics, which are govern our business in real estate. Real Estate Business Broker Act has a section, Code of Ethics Regulation, Ontario Regulation 580/5. It has about 53 chapters. It talks about different obligations. So this is very important for a real estate professional to understand how you conduct your business once you have a license to practice and you're working through your brokerage on behalf of your brokerage, and you comply with the law, dealing with the consumer, preparing advertisement, understanding the market condition, developing that competency that you need, acquiring knowledge, and also how to cooperate with fellow registrants or the realtors or sale rep or broker record. There are a lot of ethics, a bidding war, how to deal with the bidding, how to deal with the cooperation with other realtors, how to deal with the buyer and sellers, transmitting of agreements of purchase and sale, signing listing agreement or buyer representation agreement, explaining them the role and responsibility of your brokerage and what are the expectations that you have from the buyer or the seller. This is why it's very important that you must have understanding of Code of Ethics as a licensed registrant under the Real Estate Business Broker Act, which is regulated by Ontario Real Estate Council of Ontario. This is very important for anyone. So when consumers are reaching out to you and you are also reaching out to them or responding to their inquiry, you have to demonstrate that you are ethical professional and you know what you're doing. And this is very important. So basically, what comes the next? Next comes is a knowledge and skill set. Knowledge about your profession, your areas of expertise. Lots of real estate agents, some focus on commercial, industrial building, businesses, or residential. Not necessarily each one goes on both ways. And there are specialized training and skill set. For example, I'm a fellow of Real Estate Institute of Canada. So I'm expert in commercial and residential both. Either if it's a development properties, buying a land to develop it. And since I am now a director of Park Home Builder, licensed with HCRA, I can talk about building a house, fulfilling your dream. So this is an extra expertise. I have a designation FRI, Fellow Real Estate Institute of Canada. I'm also certified real estate specialist. These are two designations of REIC, Real Estate Institute of Canada. And also I'm a CIPS, Certified International Property Specialist. I can talk about international property, but my jurisdiction is restricted to Ontario. I can make referral to my other partners globally. I did have my 19th Global Connectivity Conference on Real Estate today with all CIPS who attended the meeting. Reason I'm saying to you is this is the extra skill set that you have, because when you have additional designations, there are senior, if people are dealing with a 50 plus market, there is a special designation called SRES, Senior Real Estate Specialist. I also have that. Then you have a seller representative specialist. I also have that. There is a accredited buyer representative that strictly deal with buyers. I also have that. But the highest one is FRI. And therefore, I have all these designations. So these are the skill set. And when you are dealing with a consumer, you have to demonstrate that you know the market where you are going to buy and assist a consumer to buy a property. But then also, because of uncertainty, what's happening, we have pandemic, we have multiple offers before. Now interest rates gone up. Right now, the benchmark is 5.25, and if a bank give you a variable low rate, because prediction is that in 12 to 18 months is going to start coming down, then one of the banks that I spoke to, or two, they say we'll give you variable 5.95 to 5.8%. Variable, but it's going to be fixed for 5 years. So only you pay the penalty. So, considering this, Canadian Real Estate Association, which we are all the member, has forecasting for 22 and 23. You can go to korea.ca and you can check those figures. So all real estate professionals who are involved with buying and selling, they should collect the data from TREB, Market Watch, or ITSO Market Watch, if you're a member of the ITSO Real Estate. Then you have a data that you collect, and you can project that based on the property that you are buying it, and to make sure that property that you are buying, it shows the trend, how long it has been sold, how many times, what is the rate for increase of price for that area or for that property. So you analyze that. You should have the skill that when you're going out knocking at the door, you'll be able to have that data that you can share with your potential buyer. Now, most important thing is communication, crafting your message. There is a Real Estate Institute of Canada under the fellowship FRI program. They have a program, it's called Consumer Behaving and Negotiating. It's a beautiful program. Very simple, straightforward, but very difficult, because it gives you the skill set how to create an effective message and how you choose a platform to send that message. Then to make sure the recipient who will receive the message will understand exactly what you have done. You have a various group, community, diversity in our dealing with, and you have to understand behavior and how you communicate with them effectively. If you are a real estate professional, I recommend you to sign up for this training program. I think Mississauga Real Estate Board has arranged with REIC Toronto, and this is scheduled for end of September. If you are a realtor, you want to know how to navigate through different types of community and demographic that we have, I think I recommend you to sign that, because it gives you the skill set and how to negotiate. There are programs that I broadcast on Awaz TV, Realty Coffee Talk about art of negotiation, and many, many episodes. You can go to realtycoffeetalk.com and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you learn about that. But this is part of it. The other thing is command and control. You command the process, how buying and selling happens. That means you need to educate your client. This is the buying process, and this is the selling process that we are, as a professional licensed by Real Estate Council of Ontario and member of Canadian Real Estate Association, Ontario Real Estate Association, and other designation that we have, for example, REIC, NAR, many other members that I am, we follow the code of ethics. So idea is to communicate that and make sure you command and control, because consumer is relying upon you to learn from you, to make a biggest financial decision of their lifetime. So you need to control the transaction from the time of building your relationship as a listing agent or as a buyer agent. It's very, very important for you to command and control the process and follow through. And this is how you're going to see your client will be dancing along with you, because you are teaching them the process and you are according to the law. You are a competent, knowledgeable, professional, honest, and you are sharing that knowledge with your client, and you're listening more and saying less. But you need to educate them about the process. Is very important, and then you move along with this. I already talked about understanding consumer behavior, because you can see we have a very diverse community. Depending, you are buying a property in town, a big city, large city, away from it. Each one you will meet many people. They will have a different culture, and we need to respect that. And age, people you're dealing with age, they may not act the way you want. You will have a young clients. They are very tech savvy. They can search information from realtor.ca. Before you know it, they have more information than you, because now data is available to everyone. Only thing they don't have is someone to guide them to analyze the data to make sure that they are being guided and provided information to make informed choice. This is very important. Now, when you are signing a listing agreement or you are entering into a buyer representation agreement, I have lots of episodes past on these two topics. You need to go realtycoffeetalk.com, search them, or you can go to YouTube, Tahir Qureshi, and you will find those. Or you can go to Awaz Entertainment, put the title, you will find them. These are topics specific for the buyer and specific for the seller. We're going to talk about defining the expectation. This is very, very important. When you are dealing with a buyer, you make sure you write down their expectation of you as a Schedule A into your BRA. Because I've been told by consumer that real estate agent, don't talk about it. They don't give schedule. They tell us to sign here. No. It makes your life easy. Which geographic location you want to buy, what type of house you want to buy, how many square footage you want to buy, depending on if it's a condo, how much maintenance you want to pay, what kind of insurance it is, what kind of schools are there, what kind of facility are there, community center, fire station, or hospital. It's all important to you, or the community of a diverse community. Some areas where you find one community is more than the other community, and somebody wants to buy it. Or the school, the children, they want to send a child to a specific school. And I tell you, my own daughter have to move to Oakville, close to the school where she wants her kids to go to school. This was her decision. And they paid, rented it, then they're going to buy it later. So this is why it's very important to put that expectation, how far you want for the community, a hospital, write it down. And what are expected. And price range, obviously you create a pre-approval for them, make a recommendation to them. They can go to their lender or the banks to get the financing. Right now, big issue is the financing, and I am a licensed principal broker of Canada Express Mortgage License number 13421. I can guide you, I can arrange your financing for you, or find a place where you can get the best deal. This is very important. So when a client has identified their expectation in your agreement purchase sale, is narrow down your search. If they were talking about a community, we have section, Meadowvale, you have Erin Mills, or you have Central Erin Mills, or various area, Lisgar, you have, Lakeshore, many credit, Port Credit, many communities, so that you focus on that area and you can search that. It makes your life easy. You can put them on a virtual system through the tab, or it's so both of them, they have that. Now in the seller, similarly, seller, you say, well, I want to put my money now, but remember, during pandemic, lots of realtor was putting any money and they were getting overpriced, they were underlisting it. It's no longer the case now. They were, according to the August report from the TRAB, we have an active listing of 62.3% in Toronto Regional Real Estate Board. And in July, we were less. It's gone up. I believe it was 57. We are now 62.3%. So more listing. It has converted into a buyer market right now. And there are still areas where the properties are still, getting multiple offers. So important thing is to have understanding, written. It make your life easy. Type of size of the square footage of the above grade. Maybe they want a bigger master bedroom or 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom. These are important things. Get them put in your BRA. Make sure that you have that. In listing, we have MLS data form that we use to do that. But in terms of expectation, I think I talk about the art of negotiation, about developing a ZUPA, zone of potential agreement. Okay, and this is very important to develop that, to make sure what is their expectations are and how you're going to negotiate that. So once you have this this understanding of that, what I have to perform and create obligation. Now, once you have that agreement of purchase, BRA, or you have a listing agreement, you have a mandate under the law to go out and perform your services, because you are committed for the period that you sign that listing or BRA to make sure they work for you, and you go out and work. What does this agreement does? It creates a mutual trust that after all the conversation you have, the effort you made to make them understand this, how the process works, what are you doing, they are dancing with you. Because you are dancing, because you are leading them to dance with you, to achieve success. So you can only you can lead someone to dance if you know all aspects of buying and selling real estate. And this is it. When you go for a ballet dance, you learn, you take some lessons, and also get some training and steps, and you exercise. Similarly, real estate profession, we have lots of courses that we take, lots of training we attend through our boards. And for you, there are more than 250 episodes on realtycoffeetalk.com. They were broadcast on Awaz Entertainment. You can watch them for free. Educate yourself before making informed decision. So again, mutual trust. This is very important thing, because you need to be part of the client. You are part of the team that is helping to negotiate a price to achieve success, meet or exceed their expectation. You are not different. So unless they are bestowing that trust on you and you have created that bond with your client, it will be very difficult for you to lead for them to dance with you. You will be able to make sure that you have communicated them thoroughly, you have demonstrated your knowledge, you have demonstrated your integrity and professionalism, and honestly sharing, disclosing information, and you have a market knowledge. You created CMA, comparative market analysis, cost approach, or whatever it takes to make sure they have a full understanding, and you are commanding and controlling the conversation to make sure your client is happy and you can bring them to a lovely, sweet home that they want to expect. This is very, very important because your relationship is our trust. Remember that when we buy a car, we go to multiple places, showrooms, look at the various models and type of cars, and we're buying maybe now because depending on Toyota, Honda, BMW, Chrysler, or Mercedes-Benz, or whatever, Range Rover, depending on the price, you are reaching now 40, 50,000 up to 150,000 and beyond that. So you know how much effort we make to pick and choose a model, how much search we spend time on it. Same thing, but you are buying a house. Now, you have seen the average price, which I have shared with you before. An average price of a detached home is 1.649 million in a 416 and 1,313,000 in 905 area. This is the average price in August 2022 by the TREB Market Watch. So if you are buying a semi, is $942,000 approximately in 905 and 1,127,000 in 416. So what is it? 10 times, maybe 12 times more than the value of your car you're buying? That means you need to put the trust on the leader of the person who is guiding you to buy the property, especially in this environment when there is a competition going on. There's no more competition, lots of property available, but interest rates gone up. Affordability is a big issue. You need a person like me to come and guide you. I can help you because I'm a fellow of Real Estate Institute of Canada. I'm a certified real estate specialist in Ontario. So you can talk to me, call me at 416-451-3489. I'm your host tonight. Lead when you can dance. I can help you to dance on a success in achieving your dream home. We're going to take a short break. We'll come back and we'll continue our conversation on Awaz Entertainment in Canada around the world.
खूबसूरत और दिलकश ज़ेवरात का बेमिसाल मरकज मक्का ज्वेलर्स आपकी खुशियों में बराबर की शरीक, जहां आपको मिलेगी आपकी पसंद की कंगन, चोकर, सतलड़ा, झुमके, चंदनहार, बेशुमार डिजाइन की अंगूठियां और चूड़ियां। तो आज ही तशरीफ लाएं 7086 एयरपोर्ट रोड, मिसिसागा। आपकी ज्वेलरी देखकर लोग यही कहेंगे, मक्का ज्वेलर्स से लिए हैं क्या?
Welcome to POC Homes Builder Incorporated. We design and build custom homes for landowners, low-rise condo buildings, plazas as well as the industrial sector. We are a registered vendor with HCRA to build homes across the province on Ontario. We provide Tarian warranty in accordance with Ontario New Home Warranties Plan Act.
We build your dream home.
Call us today at 905-904-5353.
Shawarma, now serving from 4 locations.
KK Travel believe in providing everyone the first-class customer service. We take care not only for your air ticket, but dignity and respect as well. We are available for you anytime on WhatsApp, even while you are in Pakistan or any other destination. KK Travels guarantee lowest prices and are open to price match any airline.
We are KK Travels under supervision of Gas Khan at 905-367-9433. or visit www.gaskhontravels.com.
डिक्सी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और अप्लायंसेस पिछले 16 सालों से खरीदारों की खिदमत कर रहे हैं। हम लगातार 4 सालों से खरीदारों की पहली पसंद बने रहने का अवार्ड हासिल कर चुके हैं। हम किचनर्स, बॉश, वर्लपूल, एलजी, सैमसंग और जनरल इलेक्ट्रिक के ऑथराइज्ड डीलर हैं। 5 स्टार खिदमत का लुत्फ लें। हम आप सभी को टीवी सबसे ज्यादा रियायती दामों पर देने की गारंटी देते हैं। www.dixieelectronics.ca हमारी वेबसाइट पर जाएं या अभी कॉल करें 905-625-5900। सभी बहुत ही मुनासिब कीमत पर दस्तयाब हैं जो आप आसानी से ले सकते हैं। At Dixie, we sell quality and deliver confidence.
Zoc. Now it's fully renovated. Live catering, barbecue, tandoor, जलेबियाँ और फ्रेश नान। तकरीब आपके घर में हो या घर से बाहर, Zoc is providing full service now, and Zoc has opened a new banquet hall, garden event center. आपका Zoc देखकर लोग कहेंगे क्या Zoc है आपका? Call right now 905-625-7786. Zoc वालों के लिए।
Good evening and welcome to Realty Coffee Talk on Awaz Entertainment. Tonight's topic is lead when you can dance. If you are a professional, you have developed professional skills, you master all the skill set necessary to be a successful leader in real estate. You demonstrate by acquiring knowledge, your ability to convey a strong message to your potential client and customer that you can lead when you can dance. You are able to help them achieve. You know, when you have a successful transaction, people will happy and dance because this is what you have proven. You brought them a home sweet home, and you make them happy and you led them to that dance. So most important thing is understanding and expectation between you and your client. So question will come to you as a real estate professional. Do you understand the need and expectation of your client as a real estate professional? Have you established a clear and written outline of this expectation from your client in the BRA or listing agreement? Make sure those needs and expectations are in writing as a part of Schedule A to listing agreement or BRA. To ensure these expectations are delivered, because when you are making commitment, you are a professional. They are relying on you to deliver that. And you make sure you entertain those expectations. Not only you meet them, but you exceed them. This is very important. I have learned a lot about complaints. I get calls from consumer and realtors telling me different stories. So this is why I was saying is lead when you can dance. If you don't know how to dance, you don't know how to conduct your business, how are you going to help your client to achieve success so they are happy living in their own house and they do a victory dance? No. And also it's very important, the contractual document reflects the intentions. So when you have expectations and understanding, put in a contractual matter, either is a buyer or seller. You put in a BRA or listing agreement. The intentions are defined, expectation, defined agreement, so nobody can be fooled. Nobody can complain about you, is writing. And do's and don'ts. These are very important things that you should guide your client not to do it during the process, particularly when there is a listing where you're trying to sell or the buyer. Biggest complaint that I have seen and I have heard is that when you go out on showing a property, sometime the buyer tell the buyer, get more information why they're selling the house from the seller, a seller who is in the house. Right now, pandemic, nobody's in the home. Even after pandemic is over, we're still monitoring the situation to make sure that anyone who is sick is not going to the property. There's a less and less interaction now, but this is important that when somebody is going there, seller agent should be present if the buyer agent is present with the client if they want to ask question, and both buyer and seller have the right to ask their realtor to consult with them and get their consent before talking. By talking directly is violate the code of ethics, because buyer has an agent with him or her, whereas the seller is vulnerable. Any statement given by the seller without the presence of her or his lawyer, the realtor, will have consequences during the bargaining or negotiation, or they might disclose some information that will be detrimental for their goal to achieve certain price threshold. So this is why it's very important not to talk. Any communication, once you have signed a listing agreement or BRA, all communication has to be through real estate professional or the brokerage that is representing you. Now, all verbal agreement, always convert verbal agreement in writing. Sometimes the realtor buying and selling their houses and buying them, they make promises. We give you discount, we charge you discounted price for listing, and this is all verbal. No, it has to be in writing as a part of Schedule A, what discount you're giving, because you have an obligation to issue T4A, T5 to those people who take the incentive from you. You earn the commission. Let's say from the seller you get the commission and you're paying something to the buyer, you have to issue T5A, you get their SIN number. So these has to be in writing. You cannot give a gift to anyone unless he or she is your client. And also it protects, when you have a written agreement and very clear defining the expectation, it protects both. It creates less problem for you during the process. So you are ready for the dance when the house is sold, firm, you take possession, or is sold and you move on and sell. Everybody celebrate, and also is a win-win situation for buyer and seller. And also, when you have this defined expectation, then you have something to target to deliver that. And this is why it is, when you have a written agreement, it's enforceable under the law. If someone breach an agreement, if someone ethically violated the rules, regulation, or misconducted, which violate the Real Estate Business Broker Act, you can go to report to Real Estate Council of Ontario, RECO.on.ca. However, if there are legal repercussions, then if everything is in writing, they have a recourse because they are enforceable under the law. It also avoid confusion and misunderstanding. And now there is another topic. The next Thursday, I have the danger of falling in love with a property. That will be next episode on next Thursday, because when people are buying, they get emotional, and what are the consequences and what are the damages that will cause you, and it creates a lot of problem. So today's topic, we are just going to reinforce thing again. As a real estate professional, you must have an understanding of code of ethics and obligation as a registrant. You have a knowledge and skills. You enhance them through getting training and courses. There's a continuing education from Real Estate Council of Ontario to maintain your license every 24 months. You also have understanding of real estate market and also forecasting, because when somebody is buying you, what will be the price of my house in next couple of years? Based on the historic data, you can calculate that what is the trend going on, a specific property in that area, and you can analyze that. You can go to get data from Market Watch or TREB, and also share the information from Canadian Real Estate Association site. Also, communication is very key. You must effectively communicate with your client and develop that skills by learning and attending courses and training. And this is very important. And also controlling the communication and the process of buying and selling. It is not controlling the client, it is controlling the process, how you conduct yourself, so your process, you are guiding your client to achieve a successful negotiation of a transaction. And most importantly, you must understand consumer behavior, because you have a very diverse community that you will be dealing, age group or languages, culture differences. You need to learn about their culture, how to communicate and how to behave, what to say, what not to say, and how to say it. And this is all part of a negotiating skill. If you go to REIC training, reic.ca, there's a consumer behavior and negotiating course schedule, and Mississauga board member can also join mrep.ca. It's already published there, and it's very good course. And again, we talk about expectation and how we meet them, meet them and exceed them, and building mutual trust and relationship. This is so important. You are a part of a team. You are helping a family, downsizing, upgrading, relocating, and you are part of the team. You must have that trust building with you and them. This is why it's very important that you are understanding of that, and that you are going to deliver to make sure your client is happy and successful. So I hope that tonight program, Lead When You Can Dance, it give you idea. The idea is to have a successful transaction where everybody is happy and you can lead the dance. Lead when you can dance. That means you have all the skills to help someone to achieve success, to put them in a beautiful home they call home sweet home, because of your command and your guidance and process you guided them. Thank you very much for watching Realty Coffee Talk, and you will see you next Thursday at 7 p.m. on Awaz Entertainment in Canada, around the world. Please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel and also realtycoffeetalk.com. Thank you. Bye for now.